Good afternoon, London. My name is Hina, and I'm coming to you from the Master Teacher Center here in London. And we have one of our master teachers who comes and he does Dao Chunks or Dao calligraphy healing field sessions, as it's known now. He also is involved heavily when we ever have our workshops, and him and his wife Ela truly hold the students in London and some even beyond with such warm, compassionate hearts. So welcome so much, Jeetu. Welcome to our Facebook Live show.
Thank you so much. It's a great honor to be here with you all, especially now because it's a holiday season, and we are all in the moods of moving forward into like the Christmas Day and the Boxing Day, Bank Holiday weekend coming along, and then the New Year's Eve coming along, party time, and then the New Year's Day. So yes, it's a great honor to share and be with you all here.
Yes, it's true that there are a lot of days coming up towards the end of the year when, at least in London, things are kind of slowing down. You know, people are taking their holiday breaks, they're putting up their Christmas trees, their Christmas lights, and London's a great place for Christmas. I'm from the States, and so if you live in a city like New York or some of like the bigger places, they're beautiful. But one thing I've noticed about London, because it's a city, but it's a small city, so it's so pretty with the lights. And they have like angels over the streets and like the street lights, Christmas trees. It's just such a beautiful place to be during Christmas. And as Jeetu was saying, we are winding down because we're transitioning from Christmas. Then we have Boxing Day, which Jeetu just figured out a couple of days ago what Boxing Day was. and it's like, see, no matter how old we are, we're always learning something.
Exactly.
Even things we thought we knew what it was. And then the new year. So Jeetu, can you give us some tips? Because I know with you that each one of our teachers has seems to really have their area of expertise that they've really mastered. And one thing I personally totally admire you for is that how grounded and sturdy and firm you are, that no matter what is coming your way, you always seem to be like, okay, well here's what we can do. And like nothing seems to like throw you. So please give us your top tips for how you stay so grounded and you just let nothing phase you, really. Not that I've noticed anyway.
Thank you. I believe the most important thing is we have a few. There is a long list that, life in general, it brings up challenges. But once you understand the depth of the other person, they are saying X, Y, Z to you because they are in pain. So when you relate to that they're in pain, how best can you serve them? You don't react to it. Simple. You just let it go. You let it go. The moment you let it go, you have allowed yourself and your heart to open and allowed that person to actually serve you to let it go as well. And in this instance, you have not built any heaviness or burden, I would say, for you to react to. So every time anything is happening, thank you. We say thank you. Now that we are moving into the holiday period, and many families will come together, many things will be spoken. Sometimes there are some challenges because me personally, my family sometimes don't understand what we are talking about or where we are coming from. So it's like we don't want to build that negative information, but we want to understand and serve them. But how do you serve them? You serve them by being grounded. So when you are grounded, meaning you don't react, you have to watch our action, our speech, and our thought. Because many at times our family will react to certain things when we get together, because we all come from different backgrounds. And because we are in this adult Sometimes it's like when the youngsters say something to adults, they think, what is he talking about? What is she talking about? You know? So sometimes as well, silence is virtue. So we just keep silence and we keep listening. That is a secret. Letting it go, keeping quiet, watching, observing, and making sure you are grounded at all times. Because then the mind is not very active. Then you don't go into that scenario of, why did he say this to me? Why did she say this to me? You just let it go and just flow like water.
I think that's one of the biggest secrets. Just letting go. It sounds so easy. It's like two words. Just let go. Yet when it comes to our experiences in life, um, it's not as easy. So I know that you've become very expert at this, and it's just not talking with you. Like, it's just not talking about, okay, we need to let this go, that go. You actually do it. So do you have like any secrets or secret practices that you do in the morning, or
Yes.
is it just something that you developed over time that now it's just second nature to you?
Well, what I've noticed is, trust me, I wasn't like this. Okay. My mind was very active as well, and still can be sometimes. But
There's hope for us all.
So when our minds are very active, we tend to react. So what the best thing to do is put your mind in your lower abdomen. And to do that, you chant. As soon as you wake up in the morning, you chant. You keep your mind busy with chanting. Chanting is good because what are you doing? Every moment you are keeping your head and your mind busy with chanting. The mantra, whichever mantra you want to chant, you can chant I love you all day long. You can chant love, peace, harmony all day long. You can chant the Dabejo 87 Buddha names every moment. But chant something, positive mantras, so that the information received in your mind will be positive at all times. And you will not react to things, because then your messages from your mind will be received on your first soul house, and then you will be much more grounded. And so keep chanting, keep doing your practices. Like forgiveness practice is key. We build a lot of negative information by reacting. So forgiveness practice with family members. So my simple advice is, before you go for your Christmas dinners with family, with your loved ones, do a forgiveness practice with all their souls, and then go for the dinner. Because then you know that you have done your forgiveness practice. There is nothing to react. And even if something comes up, straight away you start chanting. But you chant silently so you don't upset the other person as well.
So for our first time viewers that maybe are not so familiar with forgiveness practice, basically what forgiveness practice is when we do a short prayer or invocation where we call in the souls of whoever we're going to meet throughout the day, either your coworkers, your family members, or whoever crosses our path. We just do a quick forgiveness, as in, if I've ever hurt or harmed you in any lifetime, I unconditionally forgive you. And if you have hurt or harmed me in any lifetime, you unconditionally forgive me. So that's one of the foundation practices that Master Sha teaches. You can find it on our website, or also in this book, which is The Greatest Forgiveness, written by Master Sha and also by David Lush and Cynthia Devereaux. So if you don't already have this little book, this is a really good time before you're around your family. If maybe if there's any issues with your family, or if you get along with them, great. You can always make your relationship even better by picking up this book, actually. And inside it has the invocations word for word. And it's not just about relationships, it's about any aspect of life, health, finances. Basically, this book has everything. So for new reviewers, please, this book is available, and it's really, really, you will definitely find help with this. I gave one of my girlfriends at work this book because she was having, she wanted to lose weight actually. And so I did a short consultation with her. And I told her about forgiveness practice.
Wow.
And she was really, really interested. She's like, Hina, can you write it down for me? Or do you have something? And I was like, okay, I sent her the invocation that's online. And I also gave her this book. And that same day, I walked into work, I gave it to her in the morning. During lunchtime that same day, she already started reading it.
Wow.
And she already said, this is an amazing book. And this is from someone absolutely new. Never heard of Master Shah or anything before.
Yeah.
So Jeetu, when you are chanting in the morning, what do you stick with one chant to help you keep grounded, or do you chant different things?
I usually chant different things, but the most common one that I chant is love, peace, and harmony. Because love, peace, harmony is a very powerful mantra. And bringing love, peace, and harmony in all aspects of our life is very important. So therefore, I usually wake up and I chant love, peace, and harmony for about 15 minutes. And because we have these little players playing all over in the house, you kind of get, the tune just start playing in your mind as soon as you wake up. So, and it's one way to ground yourself. It's a very powerful way to ground yourself. But talking about forgiveness, all religions, all cultures, they all teach about forgiveness. So therefore, many people or many cultures have got this forgiveness. But with Master Shah's forgiveness techniques is very powerful, and we have experienced deeply with new people, as Hina just mentioned. And because forgiveness is key, it brings in inner peace and inner joy. So who does not want inner peace and inner joy? So Hina's friend, I can feel her soul being excited about the inner peace and inner joy, that she's found some wisdom. So it's very powerful.
And forgiveness is an excellent way to let go.
Yes.
So that
Definitely.
because it's true, because you can't have one without the other.
Yeah.
You cannot let go unless you completely forgive that person or that situation, that event, or get that forgiveness. So it's kind of like a two-way street.
Very true.
And actually, yeah, they both tie in so much into to each other, letting go and forgiveness practice.
Yes.
So for you, so then how do you make it, how do you do forgiveness practice, like in the moment, or do you do that when you're going through your everyday life to help you let it go, or has it become so accustomed that it's just naturally, it's just an automatic response for you?
Now that we're all moving on to our spiritual journey. Before I used to, as soon as I believe that I've said something wrong, a wrong speech, a wrong thought that has just come to my mind, I just put my hands together like this in prayer position, and I say, Heaven, please help me. Heaven, please forgive me. Heaven, please forgive me. And I used to do this continuously for some time, because then I got used to that I have to watch my action, my speech, and my thoughts. And every time a negative thought came to me, whether it was about a person or whether it was about a thing, an item as well, and I just quickly did forgiveness. And I just say, Heaven, please help me. So that is how I just asked for forgiveness. And then it kind of comes in every moment when I feel that I'm not aligned. Yeah, that's the right word, aligned. So when I'm not aligned onto my spiritual journey, then I feel I have to do the forgiveness practice quickly. And when I'm aligned, then I'm okay. So.
And when you say the word aligned, for the people who aren't exactly sure what that feels like or what that is, how would you describe aligned to them?
Aligned basically is that I'm aligned with my soul, heart, mind, and body. Meaning my action, my speech, and my thoughts are all grounded. And when I speak the words come out with love. The words come out with compassion. And the words that I speak will be of service to another. And that is how I simply want to put alignment is. Because then I'm aligned with myself. with my soul, heart, mind, and body, so I can be of service to another soul.
Okay, that sounds perfect. And one very last question, because I'm really interested to know, what about the people who say, well, this person was rude or disrespectful or did this and this and this to me? Why do I have to let it go? They're the ones who did it to me. What would you say to them about their part in having a peaceful relationship with this person, or being free, or being allowed to let go?
To be quite honest with you, question here could be, who wants to suffer? Nobody wants to suffer. So the moment you feel that it's the other person's problem, but the other person has actually been the vehicle to transform you, if it was towards you or somebody else, but they have been the vehicle. So the moment you allow and let them forgive them, you are actually releasing it from your heart, because we hold stuff in our heart. And when you let this go from your heart, that means it's gone. Now, if they want to hold on to things, that is their choice. And again, I repeat that who wants to suffer? If you want to carry on being how you are, we all have to move forward in life. Life is a journey. Life has ups and downs. But how we deal with our ups and downs, it is up to us. We are responsible for everything. If you point one finger at the other person, the three are pointing back at you. So we have to be careful. So when we are grounded, we are careful, then the other person has a choice.
Cool, that sounds beautiful. Thank you so much for this Facebook Live. I think for such a short 15 minutes or however long we've been on, there's been such good information that's come out. So thank you so much, Jeetu.
Thank you so much.
So everybody, you heard one surefire way to make this Christmas season, holiday season, New Year's Eve go smoother, whether you're waiting in line, waiting in traffic, in the grocery store where there's like a ton of people ahead of you, or people in a rush and you feel that anxiety. Sing love, peace, and harmony in your head, or chant whatever mantra that comes to your mind, whatever. And it doesn't have to be a religious mantra. It can be love, 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 light, light, light. It can be whatever positive message that resonates with you to help you feel grounded, which is connected to Mother Earth. So then everything that's happening around you is just going through you. It's not affecting you. And especially when we're with our closest, our nearest and dearest ones over Christmas, who we love so much, but also are the ones who know us the most, so knows our pet peeves. And sometimes that love can be a little bit, to them it might be funny, but for you it's a challenge. Very important to ground yourself, do forgiveness practice. The book is available, or chanting. So you got the top 3 tips that Jeetu uses to stay grounded in every aspect of life, every challenge he comes with. Jeetu also, actually, for the Master Shah Tao Center here in London, on Tuesday evenings, he also leads the Love, Peace, Harmony night. So please join us for that. The Master Shah Tao Center here in London is also having an Open Spiritual Channels workshop January 7th to the 9th of 2022. So we already have our first workshop for the new year set up. Please find out more on our website. Register if you can. The workshop, the significance of having this workshop early in the year is that getting spiritual messages from higher level beings or your guides really sets the tone for rest of the year. So please join us for that. Please visit our webpage to know all our events, complimentary and otherwise, because the Master Shah Tao Center here in London would love to serve you. So once again, my name is Hina, and I thank you so much. Any closing words, Jeetu, before we log off?
Yes, I was actually just wanted to share one thing. The unknown has to be trusted. That is a beautiful sentence. The unknown has to be trusted. So trust yourself and trust what is going to happen. It's the new beginning. Every day is a new beginning. So we wish you a happy Christmas and a beautiful new year. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Jeetu. Thank you. Please visit our webpage for more information. Thank you and see you next time.
Bye-bye.